Hey everybody, I want to give you a step-by-step tutorial how I made this crochet cloche. I think that's how you say it. So it says to use Bernat Softy yarn. I used this yarn. Karen Simply Soft, and this is Autumn Red. And I used a different size hook, so let's get started. So first of all, you make a slip stitch. Okay. Now chain 4. Join with slip stitch to first chain to form a ring. Okay. Chain 2. Turn. 12 double crochet and ring. I yarned over 12 double crochet. So 1, this is the first one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Join with slip stitch to first double crochet. Okay, now chain 2, 1 DCFP. So look at this. So DCFB, yarn over hook and draw up a loop around post of next stitch at front of work, inserting hook from right to left. Yarn over hook and draw through 2 loops on hook twice. So this is what we're gonna do right now. It's the second round. I just chained 2. I'm gonna do 1 DCFP around each stitch in this round. Okay. Yarn over. It's basically, okay, a double crochet. It's a post double crochet. I don't know if that makes sense. I love this stitching though. It makes such a pretty design. I don't know if you can tell. Let's see. Okay, so now we're at the end of the second round. Okay, there's 12 DCFPs on here, and this is the first 2 chain, and this you just push that behind. So this 2 chain, that's gonna stick to the inside of the hat, and we ignore that part. So now we join to first double crochet. So join to that. Now chain 2, one DCFP around the next DCFP. Okay, that's a DCFP. Now, one double crochet in space between each DCFP. So you double crochet in between and DCFP. Here's the post again. So you can see this is increasing. This is the double crochet in between. Now this is the post. See how I did that? That's the post. Okay. Now we're gonna do the double crochet in between. Okay. Now this is the post. Now double crochet between until the end. So it's really interesting. Every time we start a round, we chain 2, but that chain 2 is irrelevant. You do not make that chain 2 part of the hat. You just kind of push that backwards. I meant to say behind. And I didn't mention the size of the hook. I'm using an F. That is different than the pattern. It says use a G. I like a tighter stitch, and it really fits well. So, I'm not gonna lie. And now that we're at the end of this row, that's row 3. Now I join and I start row 4. Okay, so now I'm on row 4, or round 4, 4th round. Chain 2, 1 DCFP around next DCFP, 2 DC in space between DCFP and next DC, skip next DC, repeat 11 more times, join with slip stitch. Okay, so here we go. Let's do that. Chain 2, did I chain 2? Okay, so chain, I already chained 1, so that's chain 2. Now 1 DCFP. Okay, so I'm gonna do the DCFP. Two DC, okay, so the double crochet is going to be, so here's, do you see that's a double, okay, do you see that's the double crochet? I just did a DCFP right here. That's that line going up. That's a double crochet. That's also a double crochet front post. That's that. So you're going to do 2 double crochet in that space. 2 double crochet. Now 1 DCFP, 2 double crochet right after the DCFP. That's the double crochet. Now DCFP and just keep going the whole way around until you get to the end. And at the end, join the double crochet. You do not join the chain 2. Okay, so this is really gonna look good. So let's see. Just keep going until you get to the end. Okay, now we are on round 5, chain 2, one DCFP, two DC, 1 triple. So look right here. Here's the 2 double crochet from the last row. Here's that double crochet around the front post. Here's the 2 double crochet, and then there's the DCFP right there. There's a line. So 2 DC, which is double crochet, and then a triple. So a triple, yarn over twice, go in, insert the hook, yarn over, yarn, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So it, now DCFP, two double, one triple. One DCFP, and continue this pattern the whole way round 5. Okay, so now I'm done with round 5. Round 6 says chain 2, 1 DCFP around next DCFP, 2 DC, 1 triple in space between DCFP and next DC, skip next 3 stitches, repeat from 11 times more, join with slip stitch around first DCFP. Okay, let's go. Round 6, chain 2, 1 DCFP, 2 DC, 1 triple. I love triples, they're so fun. 1 DCFP. See how it's taking shape. You can kind of see what is going to start turning into a leaf pattern. I don't know if you can tell right there, but it's kind of like a little leaf pattern, which I love. And just keep going around till the end and then join. Now we are on round 7, chain 2, DCFP around that post. Three DC, 1 TR. Okay, so 3 DC, you should put it in that right next to, in the hole, right next to the DCFP, 3 DC, 1 triple. Okay, yarn over, DCFP. So see how this is gonna look. Does that look kind of like a leaf? And then 3 DC. This candle that I'm burning right now, it's a mango clementine. It smells delicious. I love candles. Okay, so there's 3 DC, 1 triple, now the DCFP. Okay, let's see how this looks. And continue until the end and then join a slip stitch to that top DCFP right there. Okay. Okay, so I did row 7. Now I'm on to row 8. Now I don't fully understand this. I'm not used to reading this stitch key, but I'm very comfortable reading this. So now we're on to round 8. It says at the top, chain 2, 1 DCFP around next DCFP, 3 DC, 1 triple, in space between DCFP and next DC. Skip next 4 stitches, repeat from 11 times more, join with slip stitch around first DCFP, push beginning chain 2 to wrong side of work 60 stitches. So basically row 8 is exactly the same as row 7 and 6. However, you're ending up with more stitches because of increasing. Or are you? Maybe you are at the same number of stitches every row. Okay, now DCFP, 3 double, one triple. I think actually in this pattern they call it the TR, they say treble. I normally call it triple. I don't think it matters really. Whoops. And then you just continue this pattern until you get to the end, join, and then we're gonna be on round 9 next. Okay, so round 8 is officially done. Now we're on to round 9. Chain 3, so chain 3 at the beginning, one TRFP around next DCFP. Yarn over twice, keep those 2 on the hook, It's basically a triple. It's basically the same as we were doing the double front post. Now it's triple front post. Now 4 triple and space between DCFP and next DC. So we have to squeeze that in there. 1, 4 triple. Okay, so 4 triple. 1. I love triple crochet, but it can be too loose. Okay, now triple front post. So see that. I love this leafy look. Just such a fun look. One, 4 triple. Now front post. That's only 3, 4. So you continue this pattern, treble, front post, then 4 triple or treble crochets in that spot right next to the post, and then when you get to the end, join on the post.